So, do we all respect the time boxes? Yes. So please stop working on. There are 3 roles in Scrum. There are 3 roles in Scrum: Scrum Master, Product Owner and Development Team. You could have guessed that each role has a specific responsibility that is definitely required for the success of the Scrum framework. And this exercise particularly either belonging to one person as a responsibility or all together. Why? Because Scrum thrives in self-organizing teams and transparency. And somebody talked about accountability versus responsibility. It was a good discussion. Do you think is there any difference between accountability versus responsibility?
Yes.
What is that? What do you think the difference between accountability versus responsibility?
Responsibility, like the team or the whole persons, we can say. Accountability is something happened to that, we can identify that particular person which is accountable. So we can get like what went wrong or what went right. If you have some doubt, you can come and ask me, because I am accountable for that particular task.
Okay.
Responsibility, like is a whole, like full team has a responsibility.
Just expand that word accountability, responsibility.
Accountability is
I
outcome
think-
based.
Outcome based. And responsibilities could also be an outcome.
You are accountable for an outcome.
Yes. And it means that end of the day I am answerable. Accountability cannot be delegated to somebody, but responsibility could be delegated.
Yes.
I could delegate my responsibility to somebody and say, hey, take care of this. But I cannot delegate my accountability and say, hey, you are the reason, or you are going to take care of success or failure of a product. So the whole exercise is based on responsibility, which means it's either with me or together. Does it make sense? In a nutshell, before we get on to the exercise, whatever you have done, we're going to show you the responsibility of each of these roles. Then we can get on to a discussion. So there are 3 roles in Scrum. Scrum Master is responsible for ensuring that the Scrum is enacted and understood by everybody. And the Product Owner is accountable for maximization of value. And the development teams are responsible for delivering increments. Does it make sense? So with that thought process, let's first go and understand Product Owner cards and come back with the Scrum Master team. What's happening?
He's just taking and giving it to you.
No, you can put it there so that I know what is what. Now almost you are there, but there are a few things which we need to clarify. So there are a couple of things. SME. Is SME a skill? Is SME a skill? No. And what is SME then? What do they bring to the team? Knowledge, which means it's a domain. It could be a domain skill. It could be a business domain skill. Yes, they are bringing the expertise to make the teams cross-functional. So when you talk about SME career path could be a product owner, but SME itself could fit into the development team because they are going to bring their expertise to the development team to make them cross-functional. Make sense? Development teams are cross-functional. What do you mean by cross-functional?
They can do all activities that's required to deliver.
They can do all the activities, which means one individual could do all the activities?
No, team.
That's a myth. As an individual, they are not cross-functional. As a team, they are cross-functional. Meaning, as a team, they have all the skills to deliver an increment. SME skills are required to deliver an increment. So SME fits into the development team. Make sense? And rest all is good. But if you see the product backlog refinement and product backlog writing, am I responsible as a product owner to do the refinement and writing?
No, you're accountable for it.
Or it could be delegated?
Could be delegated, but you're accountable.
What is backlog writing?
Product backlog writing is ensuring there is a backlog, product backlog items are available. So the writing itself could be a responsibility of a product owner, but it could be delegated very well to anybody. I don't see a reason for development teams not writing a product backlogs, because when I grow as a product owner, I got to delegate stuff, else I cannot scale my role. So product backlog writing an SME could write, a technical experts could write a technical stories. We don't know the context, right? We cannot generalize. So product backlog writing could fit into the middle part of the Venn diagram, because it could be delegated to anybody. So if you put refinement into the product owner bucket, it sounds like esoteric. Only the product owner can do refinements. Can a product owner alone do refinements?
No.
Who do they need to do the refinements? What about Scrum Master?
All three should be.
Why Scrum Master is required for refinement?
Because you said it's common or either one.
It's not about that, right? You got to understand the bigger picture. If the Scrum Masters are going to be involved in the refinement, probably they may bring some good practices to make the refinement meetings more optimized. They might introduce some good techniques or good practices to the team to make the time blocks used to very wisely. It's not about going on and on not doing refinements. And probably the Scrum Master might facilitate. Guys, are we doing refinements? Yes, for an hour. It looks we refined enough product backlogs for the next sprint. What do you guys think?
Keep the team focused, right?
If the teams are focused. And keeping the team focused. And if the teams are going on and refining everything else, as a Scrum Master, I might ask one question. You are refining almost all the product backlog item. Do you think it's possible in this call? Making things more effective. So refinement might get into the middle ground. Everybody. If you think development teams and product owners are going to be involved, there should be some facilitator to make sure that everybody is understanding the refinement, the purpose of the refinement activity well.
Yep.
Does this make sense? So product owner, accountable for maximizing value, responsible for product backlog management. The responsibility of product backlog management includes product backlog writing, getting it estimated, having the right acceptance criteria, understanding the deeper domain intent by the development team, etc., etc. Whatever you see on the cards. So some of the responsibility fit into the product owner bucket, the rest could be delegated to everybody else in the Scrum team. Does it make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Let's go to the development team.
We have project manager outside this.
Nobody is ready to take.
Yes, we discussed that. There is no role called project manager in Scrum. It doesn't mean that we don't need project managers. The companies that are going through the transformation will have to figure out how to fit that role into their context. It widely varies across the organization. Probably I might ask, what is your passion? I'm passionate about products. Okay, if you want to align yourself into a product ownership role, these are the skills that is expected out of you in the next 6 months. I'm more interested to a Scrum Master role. Okay, the Scrum Master is going to be a servant leader of the team and he or she is going to facilitate the conversation and manage the conflicts to help the team to manage the conflicts on their own. And I say manage the conflicts, helping the team to manage the conflicts. If it is crossing the boundaries, helping the team to traverse through the conflicts.
Makes sense.
So it makes sense to give that person an opportunity to talk about what they are passionate about, rather mapping the roles from A to B. We'll go to the dev team.